There's this moment most folks remember, even if they've never put it into words. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, nobody's yelling, nobody's storming out. It's quiet. You're standing there, maybe as a kid, maybe a teen, maybe an adult back home again. Someone else is getting props, someone else is in the spotlight, someone else's grind is being celebrated, and you realize no one's looking at you. Not because you failed, not because you didn't try, but somehow, over time, you just became background noise. That moment drops a thought that sticks. Maybe I'm just not that important. Welcome to the brain space of the undervalued sibling. And if this hits home, it's not because you're weak or dramatic. It's because your nervous system learned this super early. And it shaped how you see yourself, others, and your spot in the world. Being undervalued doesn't always come from straight-up cruelty. Most times, it comes from comparison. One kid's the smart one, another the responsible one, another's the talented kid, and someone quietly becomes the one who'll be fine. Parents rarely say this out loud. No shade intended, but attention follows urgency. Praise follows visibility. Over time, one sibling racks up emotional investment, while the other gets assumptions. Assumptions like, you don't need as much, you're strong, you'll manage. But the human brain doesn't do assumptions. It thrives on recognition. And when recognition is missing, your mind fills in the blanks with self-doubt. Kids are meaning-making machines. They don't think, oh, my folks are stressing. They think, something's wrong with me. And that belief, it doesn't disappear when you hit adulthood. It grows up with you, sneaks in under new names, self-reliance, low expectations, emotional independence. On the outside, the undervalued sibling often looks chill, capable, easygoing, low maintenance. Inside, there's a quiet negotiation always running. Don't ask too much. Don't take up space. Don't need what others need. Psychologically, it creates this split. One part of you is hyper-responsible. The other part is emotionally hungry, but not sure it's allowed to be. You minimize your needs, not because you don't have them, but because asking once didn't change a thing. Your brain adapts. Studies in developmental psych show kids who get inconsistent emotional validation become super aware. They read rooms like ninjas, pick up vibes, adjust behavior. This isn't empathy by choice. It's survival. You become what the room needs, not who you actually are. Over time, self-worth gets conditional. You feel valuable when you're useful. When you help, fix, stay quiet, stay steady. But when you're just present, there's unease. Somewhere inside, your brain still thinks love's earned, not just given. One of the roughest parts about being the undervalued sibling, nothing super bad happened. No big event to point at, no aha moment, just absence. And absence? Way harder to grieve than pain. Pain validates itself. Absence makes you doubt yourself. Am I overreacting? Others had it worse. You dismiss your own experience before anyone else can. This self-invalidation becomes a habit. You downplay your wins, feel awkward being celebrated. Compliments feel weird, almost shady. Your nervous system learned early. Attention doesn't stick. So when it comes now, it doesn't fully relax. There's also a quiet anger many undervalued siblings carry. Not loud, not explosive. Dull, heavy, lingering. Anger at caregivers, sure, but also at yourself. Why didn't I speak up? Demand more? Why was I always the one to get it? But a kid shouldn't have to demand care. They shouldn't compete for presence. What happens instead? Emotional outsourcing. You become the listener, the supporter, the emotional bucket for everyone else. You learn to hold space before anyone held it for you. As an adult, that shows up in relationships. People rely on you, trust you, but rarely ask how you are. When they do, you freeze. You were never asked enough to practice answering. So, "I'm fine" becomes your go-to. Psychologists call this emotional invisibility, not classic neglect. Subtle, quiet neglect, not chaos. It's self-erasure. You grow up thinking low impact is a virtue. Needing less makes you easier to love. Independence equals maturity. But emotional independence that forms too early? It's not independence, it's adaptation. A kid who stops asking for comfort isn't healed. They're just surviving. Comparison-based self-worth sneaks in too. When one sibling gets praise, you measure yourself constantly. Am I doing enough? Am I impressive enough? Am I worth noticing now? Even when you win, there's hollowness. What you wanted wasn't applause. It was to be seen without outshining anyone. This is why undervalued siblings often struggle with imposter feelings. Not because you're lacking skill, because your worth was never stable early on. Worth became situational. No affirmations. Doubt moves in. And yet, there's resilience. You get deep introspection. You notice patterns others don't. You're emotionally smart, even if exhausted. You see both sides. Hesitate before judging. Early lessons taught you nuance, but emotional intelligence without nourishment leads to burnout. The reckoning comes in adulthood, after giving too much, too long. After realizing being easygoing came with a cost. Losing touch with yourself. You grieve the version of you that never got to be loud, messy, prioritized, without explanation. Here's the truth. You weren't invisible because you lacked value. You were invisible because the system didn't distribute attention fairly. Families are emotional ecosystems. They reward volume, urgency, crisis, not depth. Those who don't make waves go unseen. Doesn't make you less, makes you adapted. Healing starts with permission. Permission to exist fully. Permission to feel without downplaying. Permission to stop always understanding. Your quiet strength? It was survival, not a requirement. And survival? That can be rewritten. Undervalued siblings carry a contradiction. Capable, resilient, quietly impressive, yet always needing confirmation. This shapes relationships. You listen, adjust, notice emotions. People feel safe, understood, but being needed equals being known. Many recreate familiar emotional patterns, not because they're healthy, but because they're familiar. Nervous system craves known patterns, even painful ones. So friendships, partners, workplaces often mirror that old dynamic. You don't complain, not because it's painless, but cause discomfort is easier than disappointment. Fear runs deep. Ask for too much? Seen as difficult. Express hurt? Misunderstood. Step into visibility? Risk rejection. So you hover below being seen. Childhood taught you safety equals containment. Expression didn't bring connection. So brain stops offering it freely. Conditioning, not flaw. And conditioning can change. One hard shift. Learning self-sufficiency equals self-silencing. Someone asks what you need. Mind goes blank. Not because you don't know, but you never practiced. I'm fine becomes default, but it matters. Always did. Delayed anger comes too. Not explosive, but slow realization. Something fundamental was missing. See how easy others ask, expect, assume support, and you think, why wasn't this for me? Danger. Turn anger inward. Undervalued siblings are self-critical. Question reactions, doubt feelings, assume overthinking. Subtle neglect leaves marks. Studies show low emotional responsiveness in childhood heightens adult sensitivity to rejection. Not fragility, it's learned survival. Someone forgets you, deprioritizes you, and it echoes. You replay, analyze, try to fix things never yours to fix. Hyper-responsibility equals learned survival. Childhood harmony felt like your job. Belief doesn't vanish. It just shifts settings. Identity confusion sneaks in. Defined in relation to others. Hard to answer. Who am I when no one needs me? Quiet moments equals emptiness. Not 'cause lack depth, but always oriented outward. You scan the room, not yourself. Life slows. Silence feels off. You question path, relationships, meaning. Guilty for wanting more, to be chosen, to matter loudly, but wanting to matter? Human, not selfish. Healing equals blaming or rewriting past. Recognize patterns honestly. Worth never tied to attention. Attention equals capacity. Families do their best, but impact stays. Validation comes from giving yourself what was missing. Start small. Notice when you minimize, dismiss feelings. Question that habit. Practice new lines. I care about this. That didn't sit right. I need time. Awkward at first? Good. That's growth. Boundaries feel tricky. Saying no equals rejection? Walls? Nah. Boundaries equals clarity. Protect inner world. Allow yourself to be seen imperfectly. Vulnerability risky, but exposure, performance. Let people see you unsure, unsteady. Notice who stays. Powerful realization. You don't need to be louder to matter. You don't need to compete. You already take up space by existing. Quiet grief equals weakness. It's proof of unmet attachment needs. Asking for presence was fair. Presence can be learned later. As you recognize yourself, something shifts. Stop waiting for validation. Stop shrinking. Stop assuming invisibility is your role. You can still be gentle, thoughtful, aware, but now it's yours, not survival's. Most healing realization, being overlooked equals your value. It shaped your perception, and perceptions can change. You don't need dramatic rewrites. Stop erasing yourself. Undervalued siblings carry depth without entitlement, strength without arrogance, awareness without blindness. And when that depth turns inward, when you witness yourself with same care given to others, something settles quietly, not loudly, not suddenly, like finally coming home to a part of yourself that was always waiting to be seen.